right, so obviously the topic is how to attract working coaches. I did a call over this like 2 years ago, and I actually found the graphics that I did for that call when none of you were on my team. So I thought it'd be perfect to go ahead and do this again, because this is literally, I feel like, the biggest thing that most people struggle with, especially as a beginner or like a new coach. It's like, how do I do it? How do I talk about it? Like, how do I grow a team? So let's go. Please take screenshots. Please take notes. So how to attract working coaches. First off, if it has changed your life, talk about coaching like it's the greatest thing in the world. Talk about it with passion and your soul. I know it's different for everyone. Everyone has different personalities. Not everyone is super outgoing. They're just not. You know, some people, it's really, really hard for them just to even get on their stories and talk because they're so introverted. But I promise the more that you do it, it just gets so much easier and more fun. I say this all the time, but it's just the truth. It's like with anything in life, the more that you do it, the better that you get. And let's go to the next slide. So you attract what you talk about. I think I heard this from Bonnie Engel. She has been with Beachbody for like years, like 10 years. And she said this on one of her very first trainings, and it just like blew me away. If you do not so basically, if you only talk about Beachbody workouts and the nutrition, you're gonna only attract girls that want to do that. But if you talk about the opportunity, you talk about earning an income, you talk about team calls, and you talk about the community, you're going to attract girls that want to earn an income and run this business with you. You need to talk about both. If you do not ask people to join your team, you're going to be an underpaid salesperson. Josh Coates. And I learned that last year from him as well, because like I said, I made these graphics a long time ago. He said that on one of his calls, and I was like, damn, how true is that? Like, if you don't grow a team, you're going to be making commission for the rest of your life. And let me tell you, you do not want to just earn commission with this business. You will never have a true steady income. I talk about the business 95% of the time, if not more, because that's what changed my life the most. Coaching is what's changed my life. Yes, the whole package solution came with it, the fitness programs, all that. But because I became a coach is why I'm here today and still going strong. So make it simple. I always tell them, I'm sorry to get started, me, OMG, same. By the way, do you have any friends, fam? Okay, so this is kind of like at the end when I'm telling them, this is basically when I'm telling them the price at the end. I always ask them before their order goes through or once their order goes through, do you have any friends or family that would want to do this with you? One friend is $50, two friends is $100, three friends that's $150. That's literally your initial investment back. Some people don't even realize when we say we can earn an income with this, that they can literally earn their initial investment back that next week, that fast. So you got to tell them that. Don't be scared to tell them that. Don't be scared to talk about income. Come on. Hold on, y'all. Oh, shoot. How I message people. If they look like they're into fitness, so say, they've taken a few gym selfies, but you see nowhere that they're a coach or so. The biggest tip that I have with that, because I know a lot of coaches I've heard from are like, I can only find Beachbody coaches. Like, there's no one to invite. And I'm like, because you're adding all these Beachbody coaches. When you go to someone's page, look through their story first, look through their highlights, make sure they haven't shared anything with Beachbody. That's how you'll know. You know the difference between if a girl is just posting like a gym selfie here and there, or if she's a fucking coach. And then I always, literally every girl that comes to my page, I message her that within like 17 hours. I wait like 17 hours because you don't want to message someone after like 5 hours that they've been following you, because it just seems like, I don't know. But I message them and I thank them for following me. And then I always ask, are they a coach too? I've kind of switched this up. If they're fitnessy, I ask, are you a coach too? ? But if they have nothing to do with fitness, I just thank them for following me. And then I ask why they're following. Are you following for inspiration? Wait, what do I say? Hold on. I've been using this method for over 2 years now.
That's the method that you used for me too, and it got my interest right away.
Yep. Yeah, the same way I do it is how my coach got me. So I used to like go back and see how my coach invited me, and I've always went off of that because it works for me. So yeah, I just say, hey girlfriend, with my favorite emojis. So happy to connect with you. Are you looking for inspo or motivation or just following along? Either way, I'm grateful. Love seeing women supporting women. So I thank them and I ask why they're following me. This is a business. You know, if you walk into the mall and you go into a store, they right away, hey, like, can I help you? Like, what are you looking for today? It's the same thing. And I always send a video or a voice message to them right from the start. As soon as they reply back, like I start like being really, really, really real. These are just some scripts. You can screenshot because you won't have time to write, but and then once they say that they're interested in more info, I always send them the same script as well. It's literally just like the one to the left all the way at the bottom. Would you be wait, no, sorry, it's none of those. This is a while ago. So it's basically kind of like the middle one. It just asks if they'd ever thought about doing what I do. I would love to share more information about our team, what we do if you're interested. If not, no worries. Just so happy we connected. But if they're in the gym, I do the have you ever considered online health and fitness coaching like alongside of already what you do. I've even invited personal trainers before because if they're a personal trainer, they can do online Beachbody coaching too. That would like literally expand what they're doing because then they can talk about Shakeology. They can talk about pre-workout to their clients, and they can like even have them coach. You are here. Can everyone see the screen? Because I have to keep moving everyone's faces. Are we good? We're good? Okay. You are here right now because of coaching. So talk about it the most. You don't have to be making tons of money in order to talk about money, earning an income. Don't be afraid to talk about money. Money is everywhere. And the more you talk positive about money, the more abundance you will have in your life. And I'm learning this so much. Guys, for literally the first 2 years of my business, I didn't make jack shit with Beachbody, but I still talked about the earning opportunity. You have to do that. No one knows anything about it unless you talk about it. You don't have to have a business account or a savings account or anything like that to be able to say like, if you join me today, I can help you earn your initial investment back because you totally can. Abundance flows to me, abundance flows through me. This is an affirmation that I tell myself daily. I learned about it through my favorite podcast currently. It's just a quick meditation series where she has like the most calming voice ever. And I was just actually cleaning the kitchen and like standing meditating. Like I've also learned you don't have to just be sitting like this on the ground to be meditating. You can meditate standing up, whatever feels comfortable for you. I already talked about this. You attract what you talk about. Please, 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 like honestly, write this on a sticky note and put it somewhere. And to always remind yourself, like, and always creep on yourself the most. I actually learned this from Haley Christian. I do creep on myself the most. Like if you go to your page and you don't like what you're seeing, switch it up. And also, if you went to your page and you didn't know who you were, would you follow yourself? I had to ask myself that. I had to get really real with myself a couple of years ago. And I was like, no, my pictures are literally so shitty. Like if you scroll back on my Instagram from 2 years ago, oh my God, like it's literally embarrassing. Like there's been moments where I'm like been wanting to delete a few pictures because I mean, it was kind of embarrassing, but you just have to find your way through the journey and you just get so much better. Like even looking at pictures that I posted 2 months ago, I'm like, oh my God, like I've gotten so much better. Like the journey always gets better. You just have to keep going. And I have one more slide. Talk, talk, talk. I literally cannot express this enough. If you do not show up in that way every day, never expect your team to show up on their stories. Don't expect them to post. Don't expect them to do shit if you're not. What you do, your coaches do. And if you want to have a true income with Beachbody, you have to talk on your stories every day. In my opinion, it's more important than a post. I don't care if you don't want to or not. Do you even care? Like, what's your why? This is a real business, so treat it like one. So, sometimes it's like easy to get into like this like hobby-ish mindset with Beachbody, and that's okay. If you want to be a hobby coach and let this be a hobby. But if you actually want to earn an income, treat it like a real business. Take serious in it, take ownership, take leadership in it. But that's just something to really think in on, you know, like how you show up. Is that how you want your coaches to show up? So it's just really something good to think about. Something that I've been doing recently, because in the mornings, I don't really have like dedicated time to like read as much as I would want to, or like journal as much as I want to, because Knox is screaming and I hear cartoons the whole time. It's not a good place, right? I learned this from Micah. Actually, there's a lot of girls on our team that's like obsessed with her. So I've been using voice memos for a while because my coach actually taught me this. So instead of like reading affirmations, I actually listen to my own self saying them out loud. So if you have an iPhone, and I'm sure if you have an Android, you could do like the I'm sure there's an app where you could download if you have an Android and you don't have like a voice memo app. So on iPhone, if you go to voice memos, and I have a lot. I don't know if my phone will even focus. Yeah. So these are the ones I've recorded myself. My why in big caps is at the very top. So I recorded my exact why. It is 49 seconds long and I listen to it every single day. And it basically says, hold on. It's kind of personal, so I don't want everyone to hear it, but I'll read it to you in a nutshell. Okay, so it basically says every day I'm showing up in my stories, making a post, doing my invites, doing my follow-ups, and being there for my team so I can live a financial free life. I no longer want to live paycheck to paycheck. I no longer want to stress about not having money for certain things. I want to buy the ticket to go to Mexico. I want to be able to afford to go to the Success Club trip next year. I want to live my best fucking life and travel the world and things like that, like really deep things to remind yourself why the hell you're doing this. Because if you don't know why you're doing this, you will quit. You won't be here next month. So you might, but you'll be so burnt out you won't even want to show up. And it shows, you know, if you're not passionate, you don't want to show up. It sucks. It sucks so bad. So, and I've been there. So yeah, that's like my biggest tip, especially if you don't have like a lot of time to do personal development. My why or my vision board is actually hanging right there, and this board has all my working coaches and customers up there. My left people on my right side, my Emerald coaches, like I have it all right there. I've had that for a few years too. But I think that's it. Let me stop this recording.